like doing a takedown is great, right? Like you get a takedown, taking them out, sweet. But what happens when someone else shoots a takedown on you? Like, what do? You just full guard, and that's that. Like, you can totally do that. With the full guard, negating people's takedowns, full guard. Doing a takedown is great, right? Say someone actually get a takedown, taking them out, or something. But what happens when someone else? And like, at that point, you're like freaking out. Like, what do I do? So, like, when I put this together, the description, I kept that in mind that you need to know how to defend your takedowns as well as do them, right? And the single leg is one I've shown before. How many people were at this single leg class? Yep, all right, cool. I will go over briefly the details for the single leg, but that's not going to be the main focus. Like doing the single leg is not going to be the main focus tonight. Defending it is. But you really won't have to do the single leg tonight. You just have to hold it while your partner does this move on you, so don't worry about it too much. But I'll briefly go over that again just so you have the fundamentals of the single leg. So with that said, the single leg is a takedown where you're attacking one of your opponent's legs. You can choose either side. Cool thing is, most people have two legs. You can attack both legs. And typically, I shoot to the right, but I'm pretty ambidextrous with my takedowns at this point. So getting there is definitely important because if your opponent doesn't know what leg you're going to shoot on, you're going to have a higher percentage of success, right? So getting there is important. But I'm going to choose Tyler's left leg, my right side. For the single leg, I'm not going to do a setup because, like I said, I don't want to get too complicated with this. I'm just going to show you how to get to the single leg kind of and hold it so your partner has a good example of like what they would do in this situation. All right. So say I choose this leg and I want this leg. All right. I'm going to take a step to the outside. So if we're facing, I'm going to take a step to the outside of my opponent's foot, and I'm going to do almost like a sweeping motion. And you can touch your knee to the mat, but I prefer not to in jiu-jitsu because there's strokes and different things like that. It can get a little bit hairy if you get down on the ground. You can totally do a takedown like this. That's really wrestler-esque. I prefer if you can just stay up, head into the chest, and grab the leg. All right. So I'll slow it down a bit. So you're gonna swing your outside arm, palm down under your opponent's hamstring, just like this. And my head is not down here like this. This is where you get yanked and stuff, and it's stuck. You want your head in like the side of the ribs or like the side of the pec right here, side of the chest. My arm, again, is coming up behind the hamstring, palm down. Palm down is important because when I make a gable grip, this grip, my finger and thumbs are together, gripping just like this, gable grip. I'm going palm down because it's harder for my opponent to kick out and break this grip than it is, and also to strip my grip than it is to strip this grip. Right? Because my backhand, this is my power hand in this case, keeping a lot more control on him. So it's almost like a seagull grip from the back, right? If he strips this grip, I want to be able to keep the power hand or the choking hand from the back. In that case, it's a good analogy for it to help. So again, taking a step, shooting this arm behind the hamstring, head in the chest, and I'm not just lifting the leg from here. The leg's heavy, just like trying to pull it, yeah, especially if you're pushing into it. I'm actually going to push him across his body that way, and it'll make this leg light. It's going to make him pop on that leg. See how much easier? I didn't even need to use my other arm to pull the leg up. So again, we're here facing each other. I'm choosing that leg, so I'm taking a step, swinging this arm behind, head in the chest as I push him that way. Makes the leg really light. Once he's up on one leg, again, palm down, gable grip. The last detail I'm going to mention is the leg in between my legs. You want to pinch it. You don't want to be lax here because if he takes it out, really easy for him to defend, right? So once I'm here, I'm not just pinching with a square stance like this. It's really easy for him to take his leg out there. I need to stagger my stance like this and then pinch. It's much more difficult for him to get his leg out. It's still possible, but it is more difficult. All right? So last time here. Choosing that leg, taking a step to the outside, head in the chest, pushing that way, gripping, staggering with stance. All right? And this is where we're going to stop for the move today because we're going to do a defense from here. All right? So we're going to practice this, just getting here, holding it, and we'll do that in a couple minutes, and then we'll move on to the defense from that. All right? Go ahead and give me your partners, and let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh shit! I went on the wrong YouTube channel. I went on Jeff's personal channel. Oops. A little bit of a stagger.